This is your Nebraska versus Illinois 2022 football preview and prediction. Kind of doing this real quick because my time is limited, but I do not have a good feeling about this game. And the reason why I don't have a good feeling about this game is because Illinois is strong where Nebraska is weak. In other words, the points, the places where Illinois can attack us is, they're pretty weak on our side of the fence. Please subscribe to this channel. Hit the like button so more people see this video. I appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Let's get into it. Chase Brown. Chase Brown is Illinois' main running back, and the guy is a beast. Right now, he leads the NCAA in yards. He leads the NCAA in yards in carries per game. He had 41 carries against Minnesota for 180 yards, and I think that's really the problem. If you watch the guy run, he's not a big, giant bruiser, but he is a very strong running back, over 200 pounds, and he's a bruiser. He runs through people. And when you look at Nebraska's difficulty or problems in tackling people, it's not a recipe for success. That's really the problem. You kind of look at the Illinois offense, and it's Brett Bielema's offense. I mean, it's Bert's offense. And Bert is perfectly happy running the ball over and over and over. And when he isn't, his quarterback, Tommy DeVito, not Danny DeVito, that guy would be really short. Instead of him, maybe we could sack him. He couldn't throw the ball over the lineman. Tommy DeVito, on the other hand, is completing 70% of his passes. He's got 10 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, so that means he's judicious with the ball and doesn't make a lot of mistakes. I don't think Illinois' receivers are they're not NFL-type receivers. They're not a Charlie Jones is going to run that comeback route and constantly pick up first downs, but they are going to be dangerous because to stop Illinois' offense, Nebraska is going to have to commit everybody to the box, or everybody, getting up and getting against the run, which means we're going to have to guard receivers one-on-one, and our defensive backs are probably going to come up in any kind of play-action run support, and that's going to give Illinois the chance to hit big plays. Illinois lost to Indiana at the beginning of the season. That's kind of a head-scratcher, but that was back at the beginning of the season when everybody had hope. And if you've watched Indiana football recently, I don't think they have a lot of hope left in them. So I think you can take that game, if that's a bellwether, if that's the reason you're going, well, we can beat Illinois. I don't know about that. Now, having said that, go look at Illinois' pass defense. It's like second in the nation. You're kind of like, what the hell is this? Well, they really haven't played any. I mean, they haven't played really great, prolific passing teams. Let's see here. They gave up 330 yards to Indiana in the air, which is why they lost. One cause for concern, they gave up 206 yards through the air to Wisconsin, and they gave up 170 to Iowa, which you give up anything to Iowa. It's kind of like, could that be a weakness? It could be. I think the concern let's stay with Illinois' offense for a bit. Remember I said Chase Brown had 41 carries? Like I said, they're perfectly happy to continue. They're perfectly happy to go on a 12-minute drive and get 3 points. Because Bert would love that. And I don't see our defense. In order to stop them, you're going to have a really good front seven, and we just don't have a good front seven. And right now we got Nick Heinrich is out for the year. That's a linebacker gone. Luke Reimer's been injured. That's a problem unless he's fully healthy and back for the game. But you really got to stay sturdy up front, and I just don't see that happening against Illinois, which means we're going to have to manufacture points once again. I know a lot of people don't like Mark Whipple's offense. I kind of wonder sometimes what he's doing myself. But you remember those games where Nebraska would throw the ball to the side on those bubble screens or wide receiver screens, and we'd all just go insane in our minds and go, God, why this shit again? That would be okay with this game. That would be nice to see in this game. And because I think we've all seen that Nebraska has some pretty good receivers, That Palmer guy might be an NFL prospect. Could be. Casey Thompson, pretty good at doing his reads, needs time to throw the ball. But if you're going to throw it out there, I mean, those plays would be nice constraint plays because they would pull the Illinois defense away from the center of the field and maybe open up some running lanes if our interior linemen could get any blocks at all. Now you go back and you look at Illinois and you go, have they sacked a lot of people? Well, actually, they're not doing too bad in the sack department. You kind of go back and you look at them and you go, well, they got sacks against some not very good teams. Yeah, well, when it comes to this part of the game, Nebraska is not a very good team. So that is a concern, getting Casey Thompson hit repeatedly and put out of action. Again, you kind of look at the Nebraska offense and you go, could you run Logan Smothers in there with some option package stuff just to see what he could do with that, just to be a different wrinkle? I don't know. I don't know if they're practicing that. It'd be kind of cool to see, just to see if it worked, and then we could all shut up about it or thinking about it. But Nebraska will have to manufacture points. How are you going to manufacture points? Well, we've seen some punt blocking lately. That'd be one good way to manufacture some points. We've seen Palmer over the top. That'd be a really nice way to manufacture points. I mean, if we could see more of what happened against Purdue, I'd be for that. Everybody else would be too, except you Illinois sons of bitches that are watching this video, all two of you. What else we got? How else are we going to manufacture points? Turnovers? Illinois doesn't turn the ball over a lot. They don't make mistakes. That's the thing about them. That's what makes them nasty. Along with Chase Brown just running over people in your dreams and everybody's dreams. I don't know if I have much else for this. I don't have a good feeling about this game. I think Nebraska, it's probably going to be a loss for Nebraska. Let's say 35-21 in favor of Illinois. I've learned that if you want to irritate people from Illinois, you pronounce the S, and they just get all triggered, which is kind of fun. 35-21, Illinois win. I've been wrong a lot, and maybe I could be wrong with this one because that would be good. I would love to be wrong for this one because this is kind of a big game in terms of not letting Illinois get too far up in the Big Ten West standings because the season is still in front of, a lot of us, everybody in the Big Ten West. And instead of Illinois getting far ahead of us, let's drag them back down into this pit with the rest of us, this slime pit where we all are. There you go. That's my preview and prediction for Illinois. We'll see what happens on Saturday. Love you all. Thank you for the support. Go Big Red.